Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new slow and immersive playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, yet another one. And we're back here with Michael from Gaming for Immersion. Say hi, Michael.
Hey everybody.
It hasn't been that long, but you know, guys, you missed Michael, and I know you also missed a certain pair of halfling rogues. So with patch 8 coming out and, us kind of refreshing ourselves over the last 2 months, we decided to do another playthrough, and this time we will make it to the end, with an interesting twist on Linus and Finden. As legend has it, there were two halflings that, both rogues that, lived in Baldur's Gate and were hired by the wizard. Can't remember his name, to be honest, but the one that was looking for the Night Song. And they went to search for the Night Song. Legend has it they actually got pretty far, but unfortunately they were defeated in the Shadowfell, and they will rise from Shadowfell in this series. And they have maybe they probably dealt with the Absolute as well, and they got an axe to grind with the Absolute. But this time they're gonna get through to the end and deal with it. So with that said, for anyone new, this will be a slow and immersive series where, we have a certain background, which we'll go over for our characters. We're taking our characters from our previous rogue playthrough. And our choices will be informed by that. So we're kind of restricting ourselves in some way, giving us more leeway in others. We're not min-maxing, we're not preparing for events. Obviously, this is no longer a blind playthrough. I've played through the game at least like 2-3 times, or through the first act at least. Both of us have only been to Act 2 like once or twice. Neither of us has gone past Miracle, just for those who are new, because that's where we unfortunately died in our previous playthrough. But that is how we're going to do it. And we are going to try to keep the pace up a little bit by kind of skipping the looting as I did in my other series. But we will, show all the key dialogue, all the key fights. That will be all, as usual, as we did before and as I normally do on my channel. So without further ado, I guess, right, let's get into character creation, watch the cinematic, and we'll explain what we've come up with for the builds and the theme for this playthrough.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay, so we got honor mode difficulty, guys, here, creating a new... Oh, no, what did I do? Hang on, I'm going to pause because I needed to do a multiplayer game. All right, sorry, everybody. Way too excited for this, as you can tell. So we're back in the multiplayer lobby now, and we actually are going to watch the first cinematic, and get into character creation. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm so excited, guys.
I am too. I'm looking forward to applying some of the knowledge that we learned from our first playthrough. Learned a lot more about mechanics than certainly what I started with at the last run.
Yeah, we were pretty green when we started last time. All right, guys. Well, to keep the pace up, I'm going to pause the video again. We're just going to recreate Findan and Linus, and then we will talk about the backstory, what happened to them after the previous, I guess the last episode of the previous series where they perished fighting Merkel, and we'll go over the setup of the characters. So just give it a second, and it will all appear. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back with characters created. So for this run, the theme is that Findan and Linus, after they perished in the fight with Merkel, they made some sort of pact with some Shadowfell entity, each one of them in their kind of different ways. Since Findan was an arcane trickster, he rose up as a shadow magic sorcerer, and it says here, you siphon your powers from the Shadowfell itself, the light in your soul snuffed out by an unsettling darkness, right? And it has subclass features of Strength of the Grave. So if I reach 0 hit points, I regain 1 instead of becoming downed, much like orcs and I think barbarians at some level. It also gives me superior dark vision of 24 meters, which halflings don't normally have. We'll talk, in other kind of class abilities in a second, but that's the story with Findan. And, the overall playstyle will be, it will be different from a normal sorcerer. So I think we've come up with kind of off-meta, but very much viable builds. And we try to, make them different, but also make them synergize with each other. So I will be kind of doing kind of fear, sleep type things rather than fireball, straight up damage kind of things. And that's just to go with the theme of kind of Findan being a rogue in the past, being an arcane trickster. We talked about that in the original character creation, that perhaps he was never really kind of good at anything, but he did have that little bit of kind of affinity to magic. He did reach some level, but after making that pact with whatever entity, or wherever they ended up in Shadowfell, he rose up as a sorcerer. Michael will be playing Linus, right? Do you want to talk about it yourself?
Sure. Well, I mean, very similar to what you just described, except in my case, the pact that I have made with whatever shadowy entity has made me a warlock, and I will, of course, be going with the Hexblade version of the warlock.
Yeah, and I think that goes with you being kind of that thief fighter, right? You used to have medium armor, right? You were our damage dealer, and so very much on theme with that. You're going to remain a kind of Hexblade. What is like the flavor text for Hexblade? I think it's also something to do with Shadowfell.
All right, so I can't see the.
If you go to
if I go into details, can I see it? No, I can't.
If you go to class, because you picked.
There it is. I'm sorry, just took me a second. Okay, so you have made your pact with a mysterious entity from the Shadowfell, a force that manifests in sentient magic weapons carved from the stuff of shadow.
Yeah, so there you go.
And so I always was a little bit more, Linus was always a little bit more focused on the weapon side of things, whereas Findan was more the magic side of things. And so I think that fits. And I'm going to be a little bit of an edgier version of Linus than what we did.
Yeah, he's going to change his appearance a tiny bit. We also changed the appearance of Findan, where both kind of have that purple look about us with the, you see we'll have these matching tattoos after that pact we made. To get us up from the grave. I guess the story is really that they didn't have the tadpole, but they were looking for Night Song ultimately, and kind of got a little wrapped up in kind of the events of whatever is in Act 2. But and now we're kind of recaptured on the Nautiloid after coming out of Shadowfell. But we're not going to let a good story be ruined by facts, and so a little abstraction there.
Oh, well, I mean, every good legend has some truth to it and some ambiguity to it.
Yeah. And so, guys, so that's kind of patch 8, our version of Findan and Linus. That synergy between a Hexblade and a Shadow Magic Sorcerer. We kind of played it a little bit. I think we only got to like level 3, but I think it's pretty great. And we got kind of these slightly different builds to, I think, what a lot of people are suggesting, but very much viable. And I think there's a lot of synergy between these two. Both mechanically, gameplay-wise, and thematically. And so with that, let me just maybe run through, just in case for anyone's joining us completely new, what the original characters were. And originally, so we were both halflings, small yet capable. Halflings prefer the comforts of home and hearth, but their natural luck and dexterity makes them fine adventurers. Our movement speed is only 7.5 meters, but we are lucky. So whenever we roll a 1 for anything, we re-roll. So we're very unlikely to critically miss, critically fail, to the tune of, if normally it's 5% chance, we're now at 0.25%, I believe. And we're all both brave, so we have advantage on saving throws against being frightened. So pretty useful in the game in general. I think these trigger actually not that seldom, and when they do, it really matters. So really, really good racial abilities. We are both Lightfoot halflings, stealthy but social. These halflings travel all over Faerun to make names for themselves, and that gives us advantage on stealth checks. And so again, going with that theme of us being rogues in our prior lives, we're still stealthy, we're still kind of shadowy, except now we're sort of supplementing that, or I don't know, kind of drawing on the power of the Shadowfell to enhance our stealth. That's kind of the story. And originally, I think Findon was a sort of arcane trickster that didn't really fit into society. Linus is a kind of an urchin kid that was kind of just left there on the streets of Baldur's Gate, was kind of just, I don't know, bumbling about until he met Findon, who was like kind of older character. And together, they don't trust anyone else, but they started kind of working together, supplementing each other, as they did, in our previous playthrough. And yeah, they're kind of very tight-knit pair, don't really trust anyone else. They're quite, I guess we were kind of neutral, not necessarily evil, but we were very much kind of concerned with our own survival,
for some strange reason,
right?
People kept dropping dead all around us through no fault of our own. But yeah, no, definitely we were self-interested and distrustful of others, but I would stop short of saying that we were evil.
Yeah, and so, but now I guess we're probably a little bit more jaded, a little bit more kind of like hardcore. I don't know, a bit more like even more shadowy. Yeah, but I'm still
gonna have a soft spot for children and for other little people.
Well, yeah. And so with that, so both Lightfoot halflings. Now Sorcerer here, so he has Sorcerers are natural spellcasters, drawing on inherent magic from a gift or bloodline. I guess in our case, we got it from dying in the Shadowfell cursed lands of Act 2. I get 4 cantrips, and I kind of, made sure I have a good choice. I got Firebolt, Ray of Frost, Bone Chill, and Shocking Grasp to get myself out of any tricky situations and have a range of damage available to me. For spells, I went with Chromatic Orb. Again, another great spell for a sorcerer. Kind of, I think, 5 different damage types, can be twinned, etc. And for my second spell, I went with Sleep. I feel like it's a very shadowy, kind of shadow sorcerer type spell. And also, you get guaranteed crits, and you'll see the build that Linus is going for, and that will, we'll certainly try to take advantage of those sweet crits.
Do you want me to go over it, even though folks can't see it on their screen, or just
yeah, let's do it. Yeah. So I went through the subclass. Why don't you go over your character now, and then we can go over backgrounds and abilities.
Okay. I'll try to be succinct here. Of course, you've already covered Halfling, Lightfoot Halfling. My class, I already read the Hexblade flavor text, but of course the Warlock flavor text is bound by a pact to an all-powerful patron. Warlocks trade their loyalty for supernatural abilities and unique magic, which I think fits into the theme that we just talked about very nicely. As far as my cantrips are concerned, I'm, of course, I think you're legally obligated to take Eldritch Blast if you're a Warlock. So I have that, and because I will actually be doing a fair amount of the dialogue in this playthrough as opposed to the last one, I'm also taking Friends, although that obviously is something that we want to be somewhat discriminate about because of the inherent danger of using Friends in certain places.
But if people do die around us again, that is no fault of our own. Let's just disclaim.
Yeah, of course.
Disclaim that.
I think that goes without saying.
We just want to make friends.
Yeah, and then at least temporarily, right, for 10 turns. And then for my spells, I'm using Wrathful Smite and Armor of Agathis, and we'll see how it goes. Obviously, that will expand as we get a little bit further into the adventure. My background, just like the original Linus, is going to be Urchin, and my overall skill proficiencies are Sleight of Hand, Stealth, Deception, and Intimidation. So very much heavily influenced by what Linus used to be, with a sort of a unique twist to it now.
Yeah, and I'm still a criminal, so you have a history of breaking the law and surviving by leveraging less than legal connections. Profiting from criminal enterprise will lead to greater opportunities in the future. Yeah, so Findan is still that background that obviously doesn't change since we're kind of taking those characters, through the story. And then, yeah, in terms of my abilities, so I went with Stealth, and now Arcana is my proficiency since I'm obviously a sorcerer. So that kind of change in Findan's, overall kind of character is reflected there. I have Insight and Deception. Deception, Findan had that as an arcane trickster, and Insight is still, again, the same. Having lived and kind of lived a life of crime, he's probably pretty good at reading people. In terms of my stats, I went with 16 Constitution, because again, you'll see the build we're going for the Shadow Sorcerer and for the Hexblade is, I think, a little bit off meta, but very much viable. But I will need that Constitution to maintain concentration on spells and, survive any melee attacks. I also went with 16 Charisma, so we'll have... we can kind of say it now that Linus will be taking the hair of the hag's hair for himself, but I'll be fine. 16 charisma will be enough for me, and I'm also going with 10 in everything else, but 13 in dexterity because I will be taking a feat. I'll let you guess which one. That's going to give me +1 dexterity, and we will be making use of my dexterity actively, so it will be a slightly different type of Shadow Sorcerer. And I guess maybe you want to go over your abilities, and then I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to remember exactly what we did in our trial run from a couple of days ago. I don't remember exactly. I know I went 17 charisma, obviously that being the focal point for the warlock. But I'm currently set at 16 dex and 14 con, and I can't remember if that's what I did the other day. Do you remember?
Yep. So you need to go 8 in intelligence, 10 in wisdom, 10 in strength, 10 in strength, okay. And then you go. Sorry, give me one more second. You go 15 in constitution.
15 constitution. Okay, so that's going to be my secondary.
Yeah. 15 constitution and 16 dexterity. You should get.
No, I can't. I can't do 16 dex with that spread.
You should be able to.
You can only get 10, 14, 15, 8, 10, 17.
You should go to 10 strength, then you should have 15 dex +1. Constitution-wise, you go up to 15. Intelligence should be 8, wisdom 10, and charisma 17.
Nope, can't do it.
Okay. All right, let me pause the recording, guys, and I'll just have a look over my build that I came up with, and we'll sort that out.
All right, I had my con set 1.2 high.
Yeah, all right, we're back, guys. Sorry, I was confused. Linus, so he's actually going with, 16 dexterity, 13 constitution, because he will get his constitution up at level 4, 8 intelligence. I think you actually had that in the first episode as well. And then some wisdom, and your charisma is 17 now that you've made a pact with the Hexblade Shadowfell entity.
Yep.
All right, well, let's get right into it. Yeah, and as Linus mentioned, guys, and Michael mentioned, he's going to be doing the dialogue. That's partly because, we both have charisma, so we can alternate. We both have at least deception. I have insight, and we might alternate in some places, but I thought it would be fun for him to take the lead role because he didn't do that in the first playthrough. And also because, I now know the dialogue, obviously, quite a bit better. So it'd be good to have someone who is kind of going into this still semi-blind. And I'll just let him do most of the choices by himself. I'll kind of give it a vote, but I won't spoil it for him as to what exactly the outcomes are. And I think it'll be fun for all of us to watch and experience. And we'll just kind of roll with whatever the game gives us and whatever Linus decides. But we can alternate, because we're both charisma-based characters.
Yeah, obviously I know a fair amount of the very early game, but the farther we get into it, the more and more it's not quite blind because obviously, we did some things through Act 2, almost finished Act 2, but there's going to be an awful lot that's still going to be new to me. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into it, right?
Yep, let's do it.
Let's proceed. Oh, there's always so name Findan Fast Fellow, right? And Linus Leftwich. Of course, there's always the one thing we always forget, and that is the Guardian. Well, you know what? I'll spend exactly 2 seconds on it, maybe.
I'm just going to default to the standard halfling version of the Guardian here.
Hang on. Oh, guys, you unlocked another Pandora's. I'm gonna make a little Shadowfell type Guardian, hopefully. Hang on, let me just kind of do this very quick.
Well, if you're going to do that, I will make her a little bit shadowy as well.
Ooh. I'm gonna pause it, guys, just to keep the video short, but it's not gonna take us very long. Okay, guys, we're ready. I've got the Guardian ready. Shall we venture forth?
I am waiting for other players.
Boom.
There we go.
I always thought this was one of the 9 hells, Cania, but could also be some Shadowfell land. There we are, guys. venturing forth.
Alrighty, I am in here.
Nice.
Wherever we are.
Let us have a look at you. There he is, guys. But you will see him in dialogue cutscenes in all his glory.
Let me make sure I'm facing this same way that you are facing them. I'm trying to move around this.
We see you. I got you.
We're at least facing this in the same direction now.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Let's get off this Nautiloid.
Yeah, let's do it. You want to go one way and I'll go the other here?
Yeah. Just as I guess we perished in Shadowfell and rose up, we got also abducted. This really isn't our day, is it?
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Okay, so Fendon, you went right. I'll go left here.
Open up.
Yeah, no, this is bringing bad deja vu type feelings for Linus.
Yep.
Dead.
Right.
Good.
Alright. Let's just get a refresh because I had to jump down.
I feel better.
Okay, now I've got a starting dagger and nothing else. So at some point I want to upgrade that. Okay, there's a platform here. Think we should take it or no?
Yeah. Let's do it.
We are trapped.
Alright. Go for it.
Alright.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us. Please. Before they return. They return.
Alright, who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You know no creature like this. One that is more brain than person.
Well, I am deeply distrustful of it. What do you think, Fendon?
Yeah. I think we're at enough diddy maybe with Shadowfell on its own, right? We could ask it around, like, you sound afraid, why?
The enemy.
Alright.
So many enemies.
Yeah. Well, you're probably talking to one of them, quite frankly.
Yeah. Could do that, yeah.
I feel like us being distrustful of things
Brains.
in general.
Yeah.
I don't really want to make friends with a talking brain.
Yeah. Just smother it and move on.
Did this poor guy a favor.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, let's keep going.
Down here.
There's actually a way down just there.
Aha.
Okay, you go ahead.
Do it. We'll find our way out of this place one way or another.
Yeah.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
What made you think I
We
was
carry
enthralled?
mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
I think Linus turns to Findon and says, "What do you think about that?"
Yeah. Because we're turning into
Trust
mind
this person?
flayers. There must be something we can do.
Yeah, well,
just-
she seems to know a little bit more about it than what we
Yeah.
know.
We can
so
do
let's
nothing
listen to
until
her
we
for now.
escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Well, I suppose for the moment, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah. Exactly. Not gonna be picky about allies. And we got this thing staring at us. Alright. Well, I'm doing a firebolt on this thing.
All right,
Oh, it's only 4, unfortunately. Maybe you want to go finish
Well-
it off?
I can finish it off. Again, my dagger, I don't need to use the Hexblade curse on it. Just because my dagger's gonna, if I hit, I'll do at least 4 points.
Alright. Oh, you're the one who's controlling Lae'zel, interestingly, because I guess you're the one who talked to her.
Probably so. All right, well, let's take a look here at Lae'zel. I don't see any reason for her not to just run up here and slaughter this first imp.
Good job on the 6 piercing damage. How did you hit? Oh yeah, 3 plus 3 dexterity, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice one.
So, I don't really see any. I guess there's no reason not to go ahead and try a pommel strike. I have it, and I'm going to get these actions back
Yeah.
anyway. With Linus, I'm just going to go ahead and loot here as I kill things. So, that's it for Linus, and Lae'zel, you can stay right there as well.
Probably
What,
finish this imp off.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you're using cantrips right now, I presume,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Found 1 potion of speed on this incinerated mind flare. So that's it for me. Yeah, there we are.
Okay, there we go.
Dispatched.
Surprisingly adequate. Now, to the helm.
Few things here. Dead thrall. Another dead thrall. Not the fate we want to follow.
Well, let's get out of here first, and then we will figure the rest of our lives out. We'll figure out what we're going to do about these tadpoles
Yeah.
once we get out of here. First things first. She seems to know what she's talking about when it comes to getting out of here.
Yeah.
We'll tolerate her for now.
Ooh, I got Arcana knowledge. Hang on.
Sense of it.
Yeah,
I can make sense of it. Guys, don't worry.
give it a shot.
Can't read this script. Another miss.
Fine. Fine.
Well done. Well
What-
done.
Oh,
What? I thought you said you do Arcana, huh?
fine. Just press the middle button.
Okay.
I'm new to this whole sorcery thing.
Okay. All right. Well, Lae'zel and I are going first here. So, Lae'zel, why don't you go ahead? You can. Oh, she cannot actually reach this one. Really?
Jump.
Game?
You can
Jump,
just jump.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right,
Not
so-
enough movement to jump there, but I should be able to jump here, maybe. There we go.
Boom.
Okay, one down. And she'll head towards it, but of course she doesn't have. She can't reach it. Doesn't have
Okay.
another attack. All right. I think I'll go ahead and let's see here. I'm gonna get my if I use my Hexblade's curse, I will get it back, right? When we
yeah, I think it's once for short rest. Yeah. But you can just Eldritch Blast this thing.
Yeah, but I'm just asking for a reference here.
Yeah.
Is clicking on the restoration thing, is that the equivalent of a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll just Eldritch Blast it. I can't kill it unless I roll absolutely maximum damage. 6 points. I'll take it.
Above average.
Slightly above average.
Oh, look at him. Look at him. Oh, take him half of my HP. 80%.
Very good.
I'm just. All right. Someone's banging on.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to do with them though.
Let's,
Get me out
see
of
here.
this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
Well, this is an opportunity for me to actually put my warlock knowledge to test, so I'm going to try it.
Warding ruins. You feel them drawing energy from the console near to the pod.
Are you satisfied? We need to go.
All right, let's see here.
There's no time.
Think
I
we
need
have
to get
time?
out of here. I think we need to get out of
Okay.
here.
Wait! Get me out of here! I can help you! Good. Eyes up and don't look back. If you leave me, I'm dead. Please!
I don't think that sounds like our problem, if I'm honest. We can just take a
We
peek.
got our,
Yeah.
we're not in the hero business.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, this thing. Let this laser lady that we found smack it. Hit the intellect devourer, yeah, with her.
Oh, I am.
Oh, that was friendly fire. Sorry. Oops.
You shot Lae'zel?
Yes. Not sure how. I had my cursor on the intellect devourer. I wanted to like.
It's an interesting choice.
Wait to start the
Suboptimal.
game. Off meta, guys. Off meta. Off meta build.
Let's hope she doesn't take that personally.
Yeah.
How many are there?
Oh. You can have a look at this
There's-
mind player pod. Let me have a look
Sure.
at it.
There's a chest over here, so I'm definitely
Inside
going
the
to
pod.
loot the chest.
She doesn't notice you.
Okay, dazed woman inside the pod. Another damsel in distress that we do not have time
and
for.
We're not in the business
Yeah.
of being heroes.
There's a rune here, but I'm not even gonna take it. I'm not gonna bother. I think we just get out of here. No.
Let's do it. Let's do it. There's a locked reliquary here. How's your lock picking skills?
well, we found a key.
Oh, well, we'll give that key a try then.
15 gold and a onyx.
Burn. Okay, very good. We'll take it. If we're gonna get out of this place and figure out what to do about the tadpoles, we need every little resource we can get our hands on.
Yep. Heal Lae'zel. Okay. Sorry.
No hard feelings, eh?
We are
Lae'zel?
nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
All right, let's do this.
These tall people bossing us around. Oh my god, Findan is not having the best day today.
You walked into the
Serious.
fire.
Oh my god.
It's a bold strategy, Fendon. Are we ready to enter the helm, or do you have?
Hang on.
Do you need a second?
I need a second. I'm gonna need to pop a potion. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm too excited about this playthrough. Way too excited. That doesn't bode well. This does not bode well.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know who to root for here because I hate both of these things.
Yeah.
do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Alright.
Impact is imminent. I must connect the helm.
All right, Lae'zel's gonna. Do you care which one she goes for here, Imp or Hellspore?
Probably lesser
Okay.
Hellspore. She can do a lot of damage, potentially. You can move her to the other side to maximize movement.
Yeah, well, I've got a pommel strike I can add to it as well. With a,
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, because we do.
with a
we don't
very
wanna-
lucky damage roll, it could finish it off. Or she could miss.
Yeah.
That's the other possibility here.
With a very unlucky roll. Ooh, he's
Ooh,
stunned.
stunned.
Nice, nice.
All right, it's me now. I'm gonna just loot really quickly here. I'm gonna go ahead and nail this lesser imp here on the left-hand side, and then run forward to where you clicked.
Nope. You could even run there. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or
And it
Eldritch
doesn't
Blast
matter
it.
if I Eldritch Blast first or second.
You need to also loot this dead troll, for example.
I only did 2 points here.
You might want to stand
suboptimal.
next to it to threaten, because I think it's one that's going to throw firebolts at us.
Okay, well, I can't. I can't.
Oh.
I don't
Alright.
have very good movement. If you remember, our halflings
Oh yeah.
are not blessed with fantastic movement.
Right. I'm going to hit this Hellsborn. No, I'm going to hit this lesser imp. There we go.
All right, nicely done.
I don't want to leave Linus in the lurch there. Oh, unfortunately. No, I can actually. Oh, do my big halfling jump. Fine. Only can take 1 damage.
All right, she's gonna finish off the Hellsbore here. No, she's not.
This isn't. One thing to note is that we were playing with Chris earlier today. We did turn off karmic dice, both of us, which means it's actually turned off for me, since I'm the host now.
I'm sure that I don't think I've ever played with karmic dice turned on.
It's turned on by default, so you probably
Yeah,
have been playing.
and I believe I believe I turned it off as soon as I
Okay.
from the very first time I played.
Okay.
I understand the concept of karmic dice, but philosophically I'm kind of opposed to it. So
Yeah, I actually read
I
up on
don't
it
personally
today, and we played it with Chris, but to be honest, we were missing a lot more than normal. But I definitely like it more. If this is truly kind of random roll, then I love it.
yeah,
But we did notice that, I don't know, it was noticeably more widespread, like, range of what happened, you know? Like, we were missing a lot, we were rolling bad damage dice. So,
all right. Do you think I should risk her getting an opportunity attack to keep moving her forward, or keep her there?
I mean, you have that rush attack later and jump, so you should be able to catch up with us next turn. So I think
Okay, so she's gonna stay right
yeah,
there.
Yeah, just let her stay, yeah.
She'll keep tanking the
Yeah.
Hellsbore for now.
And we just loot and move towards the middle here. We did get that
Alright,
extra
is-
turn, but we don't want to delay too much.
Yeah. Is there any point in looting the intellect of ours? I just don't know whether it's worthwhile
No,
my while to,
no, it's just the imp.
divert. So it's just the imp.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Imp.
All right. Nothing on that imp. Got a light crossbow there on that imp. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. I could play it safe and Eldritch Blast the 4 hit point lesser Hellsbore.
Yeah. Yeah, do it.
Might as well do that. When I say play it safe, I was assuming, of course, that I would do at least 4 points of damage, which was a
Yeah.
mistaken belief. I'll do what you did and try to maximize my movement with a jump.
A big jump, yeah. Loot this dead troll. Oh.
Oh, hey,
Oh, come on.
Lae'zel, you're
You're not doing very well
you're not
today.
impressing me so far.
Yeah, I know. I know, right? Well, I'm actually gonna fire off a firebolt on that imp, hoping for big damage. Jeez. What is going on today? No one's getting damage. Okay, I'm going to try and avoid any attacks of opportunity here. Yet keep moving forward, because this is getting a little dicey, guys. Actually, I mean... Ooh. Mind Flare is nice. Critical miss. Jeez,
All right,
this is
well-
like the most drawn out Nautiloid escape I've ever seen.
She cannot actually. How much movement can she use to still do that rush attack?
Just press on the rush attack and have a look. There, kinda.
Yeah, okay, so it's pretty good. So she, it doesn't say like she needs to have half of her movement remaining or anything like that. So is it literally she can run her full move and then still do the rush attack?
That I'm actually not sure about. I think she needs some movement for the rush attack.
Okay, so it might be safer if she just finishes off the Hell's
Yeah,
Board.
probably. Finally.
Now,
11.
now you do 11 points.
Yeah. Jeez.
All right. She's gonna keep moving forward here then.
Loot the dead troll. Boom. Mind Flay is doing some work.
Yeah. Linus has got the dead thrall there.
There we go.
And you killed the imp. Okay. All right. I think. Gonna get up here next to you.
Oh,
Okay.
so I got, but we don't have.
Well, I still have my action.
Ooh, dash forward.
Well, okay. I will certainly trigger the next part of this fight.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Hurry, before they strike!
Okay, nothing on that Cambion Lieutenant. I can't reach the other bodies yet. Alright.
No time left. I must reach the helm.
Okay, she's gonna have to switch to her short bow to have any chance to do damage here.
Yeah. I think she can fire at this lesser imp.
Yeah, she does 2 to 7, so it'd be very hard for her to actually kill it. But she might. Nope. Makes it easier for me to kill it than
Yeah.
for you. Alright, and her bonus action, she doesn't really have anything worth doing, so that's it for
She's
her.
out of movement.
She's out of movement. It might be up to one of the two unheroic heroes to do the connection.
Oof. Nice, don't forget this, yeah, Mind Flare, nice.
Okay. There are, of course, caustic bulbs and void bulbs on the side.
Yeah, but not
what
sure
are
we
you
have the
feeling?
time. I think we push forward, maybe Lizelle will grab them.
Okay. Alright, so it looks like I can get to about here. And close enough to loot the Cambion, who had nothing on him. Alright.
Awesome.
Uh-oh. Oof,
Fine.
a little bit lucky there.
We're fine. I'm gonna aim to kill that imp with a big damage roll. It wasn't that
nice
big, but
job.
it was enough. Right?
Okay.
It's got 26
That Mind
HP.
Flayer's
He's
got
probably
about
gonna go
one turn
next
left.
turn. Yeah.
Okay, she can do her what's it called again? Rush attack. She can do that against this Hellsboar.
Yeah, I think we do that. I think we forget about the void bolts.
She
Save.
didn't kill it though, alas. And she didn't get her pommel strike back.
You used it already. You missed it on the first health.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, I did. Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, she's at least going to get around behind it then. She could reach the transponder next turn if she needs to. Ooh, stunned.
Wow. We're at 11 turns.
All right. Do we get the equivalent of a short rest when we land on the beach?
Nope.
Okay, so I could go ahead and use the Hexblade's curse here to increase my
No,
chance
no,
to.
no, that's fine. We'll get the health ball. No problem.
5 HP. Well, the thing is, it's going to get an attack off on me, and it could very well do 6 points of damage if I don't kill it here. But
I'll raise you. Don't worry. I need. Don't worry. We've been to Shadowfell. Ooh.
ooh, that was Highly unimpressive there, Linus.
Might also go for Lae'zel,
It might.
but it knows you're the bigger threat, of course.
She probably has better AC than I do. I
Yeah,
could
she
have just
does.
disengaged. I suppose. Ah, he missed me anyway. He's a chump.
Exactly. Look at the spine flare. Get this bolt. 75%. 1 damage. Big rolls, ladies and gentlemen. Starting this off strong.
All right.
What do we got? We got
Is it? We got a couple more.
a boarding party of 2 cambions.
Yeah. I'm sure everybody is suitably impressed with our performance thus far.
Oh, there we go.
Dead. I'll go ahead and loot it, and it had nothing on it. She can actually reach the transponder, but do you want to be the hero to actually do the transponder?
Yeah. Don't let her. It's gonna be one of us. I'm kind of hoping we can.
It's your recording, so I figure maybe you want to be the one to do it.
Yeah, can do. I mean, let's just. I would say definitely don't press it this turn because we might do some Parthian shots.
Well, she can reach over here and grab that caustic bulb.
Okay. Try it. So, caustic bulb and the void bulbs.
Well, there's only the one caustic bulb over here. That. What just happened?
I grabbed it. I grabbed it into my inventory. Sorry.
That's all right.
Before
it's
I
very
forget.
weird on my screen. All of a sudden, a bunch of things just disappeared. Yeah, she's also going to send. Okay.
So those rogue
right.
habits. Yep.
No worries at all. It's pretty nifty sleight of hand taking that from her from all the way over there.
Yep. Oh, I still got 26. Okay, fine. We can't get him. He's gonna die.
Yeah, 26 and 108. Neither one of them is going to be easy to take down. at this point.
Loot the mind flare maybe, and I'll do the lesser imp. Oh, I can't.
Okay.
Oh, unfortunately. Wait, no, hang on. I got dash. What do you mean? I can. Yes, I can. Big jump.
Yep, you got it.
Yep. Okay, so we got everything, right? Lae'zel of everyone.
Did you get the void bulbs over there?
No, I didn't, but it's too late for that.
That's all right. We can live without.
Alright, let's go. Finden saves the day.
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
Come on, Finden.
Connected the transponder, guys. The journey begins. Place your bets as to which one of my playthroughs will actually complete the game. For us.
Well, this one, of course.
This one, yeah.
Maybe all of them.
Yeah, could be. I mean, they're all really different as well.
Yeah. It's not an either-or thing.
But with this one, guys, you know we made it to Miracle last time being completely, like, green and knowing nothing about the game. We gotta make it further than that this time.
Although, if we keep rolling the way we have,
Yeah, not sure what that was about. To finish off a bad day, I got a rock in my face.
well, it looks like you're not going to have to worry about it too much longer. It was nice knowing you, Finland.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
Check yourself for injuries.
Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through. But it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Okay. I don't know how much time you have if you want to make a break here, or do you want to make it all the way to the Grove?
Ooh, the Grove might be a bit much. I was going to say we can go a bit further if you want to, but if you think this is a cleaner break.
Let's get to level 2. We can fight the brains.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Alright. Press on. So as always, guys, I guess...
I mean, actually, I guess if we go straight for the Grove, if we don't... if we just go straight... if we do the Intellect Devourers and then go straight to the Grove, I could probably get that far.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's see. So, yeah, we won't be doing a lot of looting on screen. Like, I can do all that off screen. Other than, like, what's obviously right in front of us now. We could actually... I can see some Intellect Devourers ahead. So we could sneak up on them and open up on them here, or do we want to kind of scare them off first?
Well,
and then
I
I
mean,
could get high ground.
Like I was just going to say, it looks plausible to get some high ground on them if we wanted to.
Okay.
Time to press ahead. More of those wretched things.
Oh, they ran away from you anyway.
Yeah, they're scared of us.
Well, we've got a path off here to the right that we could try out if you wanted to, or we could just go up right here.
Nope, let me just... I can see a chest on a cliff that I'll get very quickly.
Okay, never leave a chest behind.
Nope, and then I can come down. Oh, there you are. Let's go deal with those. I think I see that woman from the pod just banging on the door, but she's none of our concern. Never was. So I guess let's go ahead and have a look at these mind flayers. Ooh, I see one of them is next to a Nautiloid tank. Oh, there's actually 3 of them.
Okay.
So I would suggest you kind of make your way here, whereas I'm gonna try and trap this one and the other one that's kind of running. Oh, okay, I messed up big time. I was about to enter turn-based mode when bad things happen. Okay, this could go very wrong. Okay. I've literally pressed shift space as it happened. This is very bad though.
You're in combat with all 3 of them, I presume?
Yeah, now it's my turn and I'm last in initiative.
Okay, well do not finish your turn obviously, because I'm not it. I was not pulled into the combat.
Yeah.
So you want me to engage them from down here, or get some high ground and use an Eldritch Blast here? Why don't you do damage to... Yeah, we lost our opportunity to blow them up with the...
I literally just pressed the... and I have advantage on stealth. What's going on? Oh, I literally just pressed shift space as it spotted me.
All right, well...
this is bad.
This will be an interesting challenge here.
Because, I mean, I can heal, and I can hit one of them. To be honest, it might be better if you just run away and then raise me, and then we do this again. Well, let me see how much damage I can do. I mean, I could do a chromatic orb, but I really don't want to.
Let me get an Armor of Agathis up.
I mean, you could crawl like all the way around them. I mean, you could even bring that Nautiloid tank sneakily in between them. That would be...
I could do that.
It's
Very,
a little
very
bit
stealthy for a Hexblade.
Yeah, that's a little bit immersion breaking, guys. But I'm not sure, to be honest, because I was right there and I pressed Shift Space, and I was pretty sure like it wasn't like it should have stopped kind of around here. The other thing.
Okay.
Where are you now? Oh, you're like okay. You just left.
I went far enough back that I could cast Armor of Agathis without being pulled
okay.
into combat. And then I'm going to head around here. I'm going to... Hey, look at this. There appears to be a Nautiloid tank over here.
Yeah, I think not to spoil this.
Yes, I can pick it up. Okay.
I think it doesn't even cost an action to just move it. Like, you know, like... Oop.
I doubt if I... I mean, but there's no harm in my picking it up.
Yeah, I don't
now,
think so.
what is this mysterious liquid? That would not damage me if I stepped on it, right?
No.
I'm gonna go around it anyway. It's probably flammable, though.
Yeah. I think you just
so
need to
let me-
deposit that tank from your inventory up to here.
That's what I plan to do.
Sorry guys, metagaming
click.
a little bit, but
Click where you want me to put it.
I
I
mean,
can put it right in the middle of all three of them if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't know how big of an explosion it has.
yeah, put it in the middle of all of them,
It's not quite where you clicked. It's
That's
going to be equidistant from all three of them.
yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, it says target is too far. I thought if I got the little white thing that meant that I could do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, step
All right,
back though.
Let me back up so you don't blow me up.
Yeah. Alright, get ready.
I was born ready, man.
Yeah. We're not ending our run here, guys. We've just begun. It's not gonna be
I killed all three of them.
Yeah. We did kill all
Nice,
three of
okay.
them. And we got to level up.
Well, that actually turned out to be pretty fortuitous that they conveniently grouped up for us like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would have happened if the first round worked. But, you know.
Well, but they're not all three beside it when.
Well, two of them will be
start
beside it,
combat.
and then we would kill two of them and get a surprise round on the other one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's all I'm saying is that this actually turned out to be a little bit more fortuitous that they were all three
Yeah.
right there. But
Yeah.
all right. So I am of course getting 2 more spells here.
I think one more.
No, I'm getting 2 more.
You mean you're getting 2 spell slots now?
No, it says spells 0 out of 2. I can learn 2 spells
Really? At level 2?
at level 2.
Really? That's pretty
Really?
cool.
So, will I be using Hex very much? What do you think?
Hex is a good one. It's a good one. It's a bonus action if you maintain concentration on it.
It's a great spell. The only thing about it that makes me hesitate at all is that I'm very limited on my spell slots.
Yeah, but it's still like you get a lot of value out of it. The real problem is, can you maintain concentration on it?
For sure.
And you should be able to a lot of the time. So for
Let's hope.
Yeah, I think out of the
At
starting
least
spells.
I won't cast it if I'm in a position where I'm unlikely to be able to maintain concentration, perhaps.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, then I also have a second one here that I could go with something defensive like shield, or more offensive. There's also Hellish Rebuke, of course, which is
Yeah, none of those are really worth a spell slot. I would do... You have what? Armor of Agathis, Hex, you have Wrathful Smite, right?
I have Wrathful Smite, yes, and so this would be the 4th one.
Yeah, you'll switch these out later on, but maybe Arms of Hadar, I guess it's not a bad one. It's at least AoE, and you can get away. So it's sort of like situational, but...
Is it AoE? I didn't realize. I don't think I've ever cast this spell in my life. I know.
It's
know
what
that
Will casts when
I was gonna
during
say
the
Will
grove fight.
casts it in the fight outside the grove, exactly.
Yeah.
But I thought it only hit one goblin.
No, it's AoE, and it kind of lets you break free and like run.
All right, I'll try it. And I get my 2 Eldritch invocations. I think I will go Agonizing Blast and Devil's Sight. That does seem quite thematic for what we're going for here.
Yeah, after spending some time in Shadowfell, and I will get Darkness at level 3. And we're gonna, guys, the synergies are gonna start breaking in from there. Alright, let me level up also. I'm up to 16 HP. I got another level 1 spell slot. I now have 3. I've got an extra spell, and I will go with Shield. And I've got Meta Magic, and I will go Twin Spell and Extended Spell for any curses and hexes that I want to put on our targets. So I will accept, and I also have the ability to now convert sorcery points and whatnot. I have 2 sorcery points, so I can do Twinned Spell twice. Pretty strong. Alright, I've looted everything here.
Very nice. I look forward to the days of Twinned Haste.
Ooh, yeah. Well, if I'm gonna pick haste, but yeah. Which...
Oh, you're thinking of not going haste, huh? That's fine.
Yeah, I might not. Although I might do it, actually, yeah, given what incredible concentration we're gonna have. We very well might.
There. A mind flayer.
Oh, I'll do the honors on this one.
Alright. You sure you even want to
Approach
talk
the
to it?
dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
I tell you what, doing this, it's a good thing we're playing halflings.
Why?
Because it's very unlikely that you'll roll a critical failure.
Oh.
But you can roll a critical failure here, and it's a party wipe, pretty much.
But this isn't right step away. I don't think we need to roll.
Can't think. Thinking is mercifully done for you. It will be a joy to serve, to die for it an honor. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Yeah, because I will just take advantage of the lapse and break free.
Alright.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes wet.
Wonder if they
orange
changed that.
pearls Radiate malice.
No, it's
Or
just
if
if you don't
there's
know
a-
the dialogue, you go for the intelligence check. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Close those eyes forever.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, I'm not having this.
Very messy way to do it.
Death is too good
you do
for it.
you.
Death is too good for it indeed. Well, let's get over here. You know, for once we can actually... Oh, I see some dead goblins, but we can actually take these stairs.
Now, just one moment here. I'm actually going to switch out my dagger. I guess at this point a short sword is
Preferable,
preferable to a dagger.
I have another one if you wanted to dual wield.
I have 2 of them as well. So yes, I'm now dual wielding short swords.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm dual wielding daggers.
Which you don't plan on ever using, correct?
No, I'm going up there in a melee.
Okay.
Not,
All right.
Not holding back. I've had enough of this.
Should I pull a Fendon and just walk into the fire here?
Yes. No. Let's get this honor mode going and not die.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright. Crushed spike trap, I see.
I hear
Shovel.
shouting up ahead.
I hear shouting,
Check it
but
out. But be careful.
but I also see a a pile of dirt that needs to be dug up. So I'm grabbing
course.
that as a matter of priority.
Every good pile of dirt needs to get dug up.
Yeah. Alright, do
Alright,
you want to go
so-
first since you're the one?
Yeah,
Well, actually, I'm the one with lots of HP. Well, no, actually, you have 20. So,
I've got 20 HP. Yeah.
yeah, you got lots of HP.
Alright, so I'm good. I'll
We
head
can
up
both
this way.
hide.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I see people up ahead. I hear yelling and screaming. Let's see what's going on here. But let's do it.
Open the bloody gate!
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please! There's no time! By the 9 hells! Open the gate! damnable roach! Provoke the blade and suffer its sting.
Alright. Just have 6 I rolled. I have a 2. Alright, well, I'm all the way at the bottom. So.
What's your dex?
2. Well, actually, no, it's 1 at the moment.
No, your dex is
13.
Is
so plus 1.
13. Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, this Hexblade's curse. I'm trying to remember now. Do I get to like the hex? Can I move this from one target to the next? No, it's just a single target. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit unfortunate, but I don't think it's worth using on this goblin tracker. But we got to take this goblin tracker out because right in front of
no,
me.
you definitely don't take the Hexblade. You could put a hex on her, but we're gonna probably come under fire, and you might lose your concentration.
I've got.
You could kill it with a dual wielding strike.
Good. I'm 65%.
Did you bind? Did you bind your? You did bind your short sword.
I did not.
Oh.
Can only be done outside of combat.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's a mistake, Michael.
Yep, that's Hexblade. That's the, the blade.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point of it. All right. Yeah, and we're gonna have to get through this combat. So, I'm gonna go ahead and hex it, and for the extra damage here, since I didn't bind it.
I would attack her with dual attack because this one is gonna fire at you because you're how close. You're probably gonna lose your. Like after you kill this one, then we can put hex on someone.
All right, fair enough. We'll try that. All right, I'm on dual wield right now.
Woof. All right, Linus is back, guys. He's back with his 5 actions that I always thought he had as a thief, rogue. Yeah, threaten that goblin tracker. Oh, Aradin. Good damage.
Get to the high ground!
Zevlor's gonna. Ooh, that's not good.
Oh,
she's already down. Holy cow!
Yeah, that
Zevlor
didn't last very long.
Give us the extra HP here.
Alright, Barth. Oh, he took it over. Will. He's always doing Will things. Alright, he's at least blocking that Booyang. Oh, really? The Armor of Agathis didn't trigger on a ranged attack up close?
No, it's only a melee attack, I think.
Oh, that's frustrating. Nice damage. I hope it won't hit. Whoa!
Holy cow.
Alright, I'm coming. I'm coming here. I'm twinning my spells. Chromatic Orb. Thunder. Bring down the thunder. I'm not having my Linus hit.
Look at that. A crit.
That was really good rolls. A 20 and a 19.
Yep, well done.
Oof, that was a sorcery point well used, if I do say so myself. And that's pretty much all I got, ladies and gentlemen. But that was enough.
All right, so it's back to me. At this point, I'm not inclined to run down there.
Yeah, let's just stand here and block.
With 5 HP, I'm going to Eldritch Blast from up here.
Hex them or heal. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Hex, because I think I should be able to Eldritch Blast and back away where I'm not an easy target for them.
Yeah, I think so.
Hopefully. So, hexing that Goblin Brawler or the Warg. Any preferences here? Who do you plan to target come your turn? I guess it's going to depend on literally what everybody else does, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I could take out Goblin Brawler. Yeah, I'll probably try to do max damage. I'll do Bugbear and Warg. There's also this tracker to consider.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to get a high ground benefit
Oh,
to
yeah.
attack him.
Yeah, I'd say
I'm gonna.
take out the brawler.
Yeah, I've got a very low chance of being able to kill the brawler, even with the hex on him, but 2 hits all to do it.
Yeah.
So let's
There is
try it. Okay, and then 75% chance to hit here.
You got this with high ground.
Look at that.
You're always selling yourself short. You got this.
I am back,
Yeah. The power.
and I'm now cowering back
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Arrodin's doing some work. Barth.
All right.
Ducking and weaving.
Clutch miss right there.
Yeah.
Clutch miss.
Oh, jeez. No one's hitting anything. Will. Nice.
Well,
Another one
that's
bites the dust. Sevlor can't give us a good shot. Oh, come on. Sevlor, this isn't the time.
Fendon, I'm afraid we're gonna have to do everything ourselves.
Yeah, as always. Right. Shall I do another twin spell? Because I think like kind of a little desperate. Because if Barth goes down,
Yeah, there's still 3 enemies here, so this could get ugly with 1 or 2 bad rolls. That bugbear hasn't taken any damage. Oh, look at that!
boom.
Look at that!
That's value. It's value for money. Is what I call that. Unfortunately, I only have 1 level 1 spell slot left, but you know.
So here's the question: can I reach?
Bugbear should be able to.
I do not have enough movement.
Not even enough range. Like even with the penalty.
No, I can. Okay, I can hit him with the Eldritch Blast. I don't have enough range on the Hex, however. That's interesting. That is very interesting. That the Hex won't reach, but the Eldritch
It's
Blast
18
will.
meters, I guess. Yeah.
But I mean both the Eldritch Blast and the Hex are 18 meters range. The Eldritch Blast can reach, the Hex cannot.
Interesting.
If I step down to
maybe,
your level,
let
me do this. If I'm on your level here, maybe I can. Can I take another step here? Yeah, let's try this. There we go. Got it. All right. I can only do the bugbear though.
do it. Better kill him. Give us another crit.
And then I have a 75% chance to hit the bugbear here. Well, he's down to 3.
2.
Oh, he's down to 2. Okay.
Yeah.
I was told there would be no math.
That's 50% increase in damage you just got from Hex.
Well, thank you, Barth.
Yeah.
Barth healed me up with a potion.
But,
Or not Barth, the Aridin. Aridin healed me with the potion, I guess.
Oh, look at that will. Okay, at least Zakro didn't actually take any damage so far, so that heal on him was largely pointless. Bone chill him. I'm going to fireball him. 6 damage. Gonna step away just to make sure you have enough space.
I appreciate that. If I step here, Hex, 100%, so I can just barely reach him.
Yeah.
And blast him, 65% to hit him. He must have a higher armor
When you
class,
hex,
which
it's
has got
probably
that
best to
shield.
hex like dexterity, I think, or wisdom. It's a bit of a weird one. It doesn't do much, but I think for dexterity, for example, any dexterity saves, I think that you would do.
It doesn't affect saving throws at all.
Yeah, none of them, right?
I almost always do strength just because at least it's harder for them to shove you.
W, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, the hex unfortunately does not affect
Yeah.
saves.
Cool. Yeah, I think it's also wisdom for perception against stealth.
That was the last of them.
Oh, okay.
Inside!
Good.
All
That's
of you,
good
more
thinking
may
as well.
follow! Open the gate!
But like you're never doing that in combat though. You're never actually. Alright, let's do the dialogue quickly and then we can come out here and loot.
Okay, sounds good. So let's go talk to Airden and/or Zevlor.
Yep, you can go up front. But the
Why's it
door,
telling me can't get there?
the door is closed.
It took its sweet time to open.
Find
up.
your weapon, by the way, just before we forget.
Oh yes, there's an idea.
Hex that blade, as it were, right? Yeah, we are. Now we're online. Guys, we didn't even hex the blade and we already got crits.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Well, I mean, I see the halfling option here. That I don't know if that really fits what we're.
Cough up my payment anytime
Yeah,
now.
I'm more inclined to do
Stuff
number
your
3
payment.
here.
I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
You didn't, huh?
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
Failed my insight. All right. Well, I have an intimidation bonus here.
I could take both of you down. I think you can take them both, Linus. I'm on your
If
side.
I fail
always.
this, if I fail this, would they go hostile?
No. And even if
All
they
right.
did,
Oh,
we got it.
oh, I could do friends. Is it worth risking friends here?
Yeah, to be honest, you could. I'm not sure which
I mean,
one of
it's
them.
the kind of. I think it's the kind of deal where I'd want to back away right away after the conversation's over. Let's put it to the test.
I think it's Aradin anyway. So, oh come on. That's not real.
That is pretty pitiful roll there with advantage.
That is the most pitiful roll I think I've ever seen. One of the most pitiful ones. Boom! Oh, look at that.
Should have done that a long time ago. Arrogant prick had it out for me from day one. No one leaves my people out cold.
Let him speak. Actually, I've never picked that.
He was right, though. Coming back to this hellhole was a mistake no amount of gold can put right. I'd rather face another round of goblins than stay in this pit.
All right.
That's why he's
so
running
they
away
are.
anyway. What?
They are
Who did you friend?
leaving
Oh,
and-
you friended Zevlor, by the way.
Let's try to avoid any more.
Did I really?
Yeah.
We need to.
All right. Well, I gotta
We're
back
gonna
away from him
yeah.
then.
Well, let's back away. Yeah, we can speak to him in the next episode. Whoa, wait on. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you're sneaking, Linus. Not a thief anymore.
that?
You're now proud Hexblade. You just waltz in
You're
anyway.
laughing at me at my
Yeah.
sneaking.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
I still have proficiency with sneaking. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel my concentration on friends here. Actually, I want to go far enough away that door closes.
Oh, you know what we did not account for is that you lost your concentration on Hex when you concentrated on friends. And that wasn't really
Ooh, yes.
worthwhile.
Yeah. All right. Well, lesson learned.
Yeah.
Lesson learned. Okay. That door is not going to close, is it?
No, it will close. It's like there's actually a tiefling that comes up top and rolls down
All right.
the gate.
Well, I'm going to stop concentrating on friends. There we go. It closed now.
Yeah.
We're just going to give that a minute because of how this game handles the silly
Friends.
stealing and
Well,
and
Why don't we
that-
make use of this time? It's only Zevlor
that-
that's gonna get a bit upset with you. No one else, so we can just loot quickly. And now we chat to Zevlor, and I think that's a nice first episode, guys. We are gonna keep the pace up. I think I have like a way, which is generally not looting on screen, like we're doing now, for example.
well, I had to back away in this particular
Yeah,
case 'cause
yeah, exactly.
He would have come looking for me and potentially
Yeah.
gotten really angry at me. So let's. But the weird thing about the way the game handles the mechanic, of course, is after a couple of seconds they completely forget that you've done anything to them. And since he's still laying on the ground, then I guess
Yeah, I think
don't
it's
really have
okay.
to worry about that.
Yeah.
Regression. A cheap shot. I should have expected that.
Aridin ran off.
True to form, and good riddance. This grove has troubles enough. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
Yeah, fair enough.
Goblin got you.
Works for me.
The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the inner grove. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
Well, that's obvious enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we even interested?
I'm not terribly interested, so...
Yeah.
Thank you
I'm
again
fine
for
with
your
that.
help out there. If you'll excuse me, I'd best get my people moving.
Fair enough. All right, I think that's a good place
Yeah.
for an episode break.
Yep, we got pretty far, guys. Already got a little dicey, but you know, we're only level 2, getting into the new classes. But yeah, I mean, I got some good chromatic orbs there. But wait till we level 3 onwards, we're gonna have massive synergies.
Yeah, the rolls evened out in the long run. We had some pretty terrible rolls, followed by some really extremely good rolls.
Yeah. Yep. But thanks everyone for joining. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Always useful, and you know, we always appreciate it a lot more. I guess we always appreciate it, but it's always goes I guess further in the first few episodes to get the series out there. For those of you who watched Finland and Linus stumble through their first adventure, thank you for joining us back. I hope you are as excited as we are. For everyone who is new, I hope I hope this will be as entertaining as that run. We're now far more experienced. You know, we got more powers from the Shadowfell, new classes, new playthrough. You know, same old people. But yeah, really looking forward to this.
Yep, me too.
All right. Well, thanks everyone, and we'll see you in episode 2.
Yep, thanks everybody.
Bye for now.